All right, boys, we are back, and it's time for the Year 10 playoffs with our Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, we're getting to the nitty-gritty here, right to the end. All right, we're getting to the point now where, we could be in our final 4 games. As of right now, at any time, we can be within our final 4 games, all right? So I really want to go off on a good note here. We have the home ice advantage all throughout the Eastern Conference, and if we get to the finals, I think we'll have home ice advantage unless we face the St. Louis Blues, okay? But that's looking way ahead. We have the Philadelphia Flyers in the first round. So as always, let's do a little pre-scout. Oh, before I do that, I will just remember to turn the injuries back on, all right? And remember, this year we only have Sub-Zero, okay? So it'd be very devastating this time if Sub-Zero got injured because we could bring up Daig, and he's 85, 86 overall, so it's not horrible, but it's not like last year or the year before that, where we can go back and forth between Bernie Mac and Subban, 290 overall, two plus 90 overall goaltenders, all right? So very interesting this year. Hopefully we don't get bit by the injury bug. And I don't want to actually talk about it anymore because I'll just jinx myself. So let's do the scouting for the Philadelphia Flyers, all right? So actually, this is going to be interesting because we're 10 years in. I want to see if they have the same players on the goaltender, all right? Yeah, it looks pretty similar so far. So first line, Couturier, Claude Giroux, and Voracek. That's a great first line. Two-way forward, playmaker, and sniper. So you got the good defensive category with Couturier. I know Giroux has a good defensive category. He's 94 overall. Really good player. They have all 90s. It's basically a full 90 first line. So that first line is definitely one of the better first lines we've seen. But if they have that, they may not have depth somewhere. So let's check it out. Second line, JVR, baby, the newest Maple Leaf. 89 overall. Their center, Hacker, 81 grinder. That's what I mean by the depth. Their second line has an 81 center grinder, all right? Right wing, Furk, 87 playmaker, all right? So the wingers are good on the second line. The center, not so much. Third line, there's David Perron, all right? Remember way back. Who did we... Oh, whatever. I can't even remember that now. Their center, 83 playmaker. Not bad, I guess, for the third line. And Ellie's 86 sniper. So they do have some depth there on the third line, actually. Again, the center's not the greatest, but the two wingers... Seems like the wingers on each one of their first 3 lines are great. All right, and then the fourth line, you got your 81 and your 283s, all right? So a lot of new young players on the Philadelphia Flyers. The only players I recognize are Couturier, JVR, Perron, Giroux, Voracek, Erat. Everyone else looks like young names. Defensively, they got Grossman, 88 defensive defenseman, Colbert, 91 defensive defenseman. So they have a defensive lineup here. Second line, Matt Carl, 86, two-way, so it's probably a bit better. Tubert, 87 defensive defenseman, so yeah, another defensive defenseman. And then the third line, Corbanian Holzer, 83, and Bolton, 78. So not really any offensive threat, so the power play may be a weak point for them. Maybe not because they have some key offensive players, but just defensively I'm talking about. But penalty kill might be very good for these guys. It might be. All right, so... We still, obviously, if I compared our team to any other team in the NHL, I know we'd have a better team. Some other teams may have, wild card stud here or there, like these guys with Giroux, Voracek, and Couturier. But still, we have better players up and down the roster, offensively and defensively. And Bobrovsky has not been traded to Columbus in this roster, so they have a 91 overall goaltender in Bobrovsky. And how good is Malcolm Subban? Sub-Zero is 91 as well. So, you know what? They actually have a team that may be able to keep the puck out of the net. They have an okay goalie, or actually a really good goalie, and a team full of defensive defensemen. Now, their offensive players are not defensively minded offensive players like the Boston Bruins would have been, but still, it should be interesting, all right? So I'll stop stalling here. Round 1 of the Year 10 playoffs at home, Tampa Bay versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Here we go. First period. All right, they break out with 2 goals. Ooh, they break the ice. 2 goals in less than a minute, too. Hacker and Furk. Tyler Seguin gets the opening goal for us. All right, so at least we're only 1 behind. Second period. All right, we tied the game up. Luke Fensky, this guy, the silent horse, turning himself into a beast back there for us. All right, third period, we'll do a regular simulation. Come on, boys. Come on, somebody step it up here for us. Somebody, there it is, Trent Lofthouse. All right, we got the power play goal. Come on, there it is. All right, Iliuk, fourth line grinder, gets a 5v5 goal. And there, okay, Braden Shen gets a goal against his old team. Not the team that drafted him, but an old team. All right, and there you go. All right, so game 1, 5-2 victory for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So Subban Sub-Zero let in 2 goals there early, but then he shut the door after that. Just a few little, playoff jitters, knowing that all the pressure is on him right now. There's no backup plans. Sub-Zero is our number 1, but he actually played great. Goals against 2, but his save percentage, .935. How many shots? They had like 30-something shots. So great first game there. Don't worry about the 2 goals against. Great first game. All right, and actually, one of their guys who scored, that Martin Furk guy, injured for the next 2 months, I believe it said. Let's see. Where is he? Yeah, Martin Furk will be injured for the next 2 months. I think that was their second-line right winger. So, yeah, they lost a key player right there. That was their second-line winger who was actually pretty good, I think. So they lost a key player, so that's only good for us. All right, so game 2 at home. Come on, boys. Let's not even play around in these playoffs. All right, let's show these guys. Let's put a nice little stamp on the end of the dynasty here because the team's really not going to look the same come the next GM next year, all right? So come on, step it up here. Let's show Philadelphia that we're just in a different league, all right? First period, all right, 0-0. Don't worry, it's a 60-minute game. That's fine. Second period, all right, 1-1. Steven Stamkos gets a goal. That's good. Stamkos breaks the ice in the playoffs, right? It's coming down to another third period tie here. Let's see who can break it in the third. Oh, they got one. M. Rupert. Who the hell is M. Rupert? Gee, I don't even remember. Third or fourth liner? There you go. The dude gets one for us. All right, so our top guys are definitely getting goals for us so far in the playoffs. Power play. There you go. Hendry. Hendry steps up. All right, Hendry gets his first playoff goal. Ooh, Bolton ties the game up late. Friggin' third-line defenseman ties up the game. What the hell was he even doing out there? Come on, overtime. Come on, somebody step up for us. Come on, get a goal for Sub-Zero here. He had a little bit of an off game. Come on, somebody step up. Second over. There it is. You knew it's... Oh, Luke Fensky. Luke Fensky gets his second goal in consecutive games in the playoffs. And his second one was to win game 2 in overtime. Dear God. Fensky's turning out to be amazing for us, boys. Lofthouse, 2 points, and Stamkos had a goal. So that's good. Another game where they had a few goals, but... what I was thinking before, that we may not be able to score goals against these guys, it's not working out like that. We're fine. We're fine. We have 9 goals in 2 games, so we're scoring goals. Gary Pote's been injured with a mild concussion. His estimated return is April 30th, so he'll be back before round 2, so that's good. Who can we bring up instead of Gary Pote? Let's see. Ooh, is nobody really good? That's what I mean. I traded away all of our restricted free agents now, so I don't really have anyone good to bring up. I guess I just got to bring up either Bartek or Tangrady. Taylor Tangrady, he's got a really good defensive category. I might want to do that just for defensive category. Bartek, yeah, I'm going to bring up Tangrady. Ralston, let me just check. No, bring up Tangrady. Get up here, Tangrady. I'm not going to do best lines or anything. I'm just going to insert him, and it sucks because he's at the bottom. Oh, good. Did Pote? Yeah, Pote wasn't playing anywhere else. Good. So I don't have to waste the time there. All right, so we're up 2-0 in the series. Everything's going well. We got an injury, but injuries are going to happen in the playoffs. They always do. All right, so let's just keep going here. And they have another injury, Hacker, day-to-day. All right, so he's probably still playing, and it's Hacker. I think that was their third-line center, maybe, or third-line winger. I don't remember. Whatever. Or second line. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Here we go now. Game 3 in Philadelphia on the road. Come on, boys. Let's put a stranglehold around this series. Let's not give them any hope for life, all right? First period... Whoa! They got hope. They break open the first period on home ice with 4 goals. Something about that Philadelphia atmosphere, man. Their team gets them. Their home ice fan gets them going for sure. Erat with 2, Ellies with 1, and Coburn with 1 as well. Game's not out of reach. If we have a good second, if we get 2 goals in the second, it can still be a game. Especially after that St. Louis game. I don't forget which year they came back with 7 goals in the third period or something like that. So I guess it can happen. But I think Game 3 goes to Philadelphia. We need a good second period. Second period, yeah, the game's over. I'm just going to do a quick simulation here. Because, you know what? I'll do a slow simulation. You never know. Oh, got a quick power play goal. Len Little, all right. If anything, we needed a quick one if it was going to be interesting. 5-1. It's over. There's no way we get 4 goals in Philadelphia. Bobrovsky, remember, he's still a pretty good goalie. 91 overall. So I knew this was going to happen. They look like the kind of team who could cause a little trouble with for you scoring goals. With the good goalie alone, you know, we've all seen it before. A good goalie can do it by himself. But just with all those defensive defensemen with the good goalie, that combination sometimes doesn't work out. But they don't have the power forwards like the Boston Bruins did. And that's what really puts it over the top for defensive. So we lost Game 3. Don't worry about that. We figured, unless we were going to sweep them, I figured that they were going to win either Game 3 or Game 4. One of those games at home. So you know, it's still a series because if they win this game, all of a sudden it's 2-2. So come on, boys. Let's put that stranglehold around their neck here, okay? Let's not give them any light. All right, they had their little fun there. Game 3, Game 4 goes to us. Here we go. All right, first period. All right, at least we didn't allow 4 in the first period. Good job, Sub-Zero. Second period. All right, it looks like it's a shady one here. It's a stingy game. Here we go. Third period. Who's gonna step up for us here? Man, we got a lot of shots in the net. They only have 21. Come on, power play. Oh my God. Is this going overtime? A 0-0 game going overtime? Somebody's going to get it. I'm not going to say it, but somebody's going to get it. Come on, boys. Power play? Come on. How many power plays have we had? Both goalies showing that they want this playoff series. Holy crap. Both goalies have gone 4 periods without allowing a goal. Jesus, there it is. And Tyler Seguin steps up on the power play in overtime. But you got to hand it to Bobrovsky there. 47 saves for a 1-goal against performance. Jeez. And Malcolm Subban had a 4-period shutout. Way to go, Sub-Zero. We needed that game. We didn't want this series to get back to 2-2. Now we know we've pretty much won. I mean, they can win 3 in a row. It's not like we're up 3-0, but I wouldn't bet that they would win 3 in a row on us. Serge Daigle has been injured with a broken ankle. His estimated return is May 29th. So there goes our backup goalie plan. If Sub-Zero goes down now, Jacobson's got to go in the net or something like that. Good God. So I'll just go replace player because that's the AHL team. Don't worry about that. Man, Serge Daigle got injured. That's not good. That is not good whatsoever. Let's see if any injuries else happened to Philadelphia. No, we're good. All right. Game 5, I guess. Come on, boys. Let's just end this series right now so we don't have to worry about getting any injuries in the later games and taking them into round 2, all right? So come on. Let's just end this on home ice. First period. All right, 0-0 once again. Is this going to be another stingy game? Second period. Oh, they got one. Erat, man, he's actually had a pretty good series. I think that's his 4th or 5th goal. Not too bad. Come on, boys. Third period. Somebody tie up the game. I don't want to make this a series. Come on, we had this. We were up 2-0. Now we're up 3-1. Let's not make this a series. Are you kidding me? Bobrovsky, that's not good. Look at this now. Back-to-back games where it's 1-0, and that's the second game in a row where Bobrovsky has gone 3 periods without allowing a goal. Remember, it took 5 periods in the last game for us to score a goal. So pretty much back-to-back shutouts if you're just counting regulation time. 60 minutes for Bobrovsky right there. So it's not good, man. Bobrovsky is starting to get hot for them. Definitely not good. Definitely not good. Come on, we got to step it up here. Any injuries happen? No, we're good. All right, so let's not give them anything here, boys. I don't want to come back home. Come on. I don't want to have a Game 7. All right, anything can happen in a Game 7. Come on, boys. We're the better team here. Game 6. I don't care if we're in Philadelphia. All right, hostile atmosphere. I don't give a crap. Play for your freaking dynasty. Here we go. First period. All right, we got 2. Steven Stamkos and Trent Lofthouse. Arguably our 2 best players. Stepping it up for us. Way to go, boys. Way to go. Second period. Ah! Man, Sub-Zero, what's going on? You allowed 2 goals in the second period. They tie the game up. Another third period where the 2 teams are tied. Man, I think this is like the 4th or 5th game. We've both been tied in the third period. Come on, man. Here we go. Jesus, somebody freaking... There it is. Yes, Nick Ritchie. Leave it up to Nick Ritchie. 4th line center. Is that the series? Yes, it is. And Nick Ritchie, our 4th line center, caps the series for us with a 5v5 goal. Got to give our hand to Bobrovsky. He definitely gave his team the chance to get back in that series and win it. But they just didn't score enough goals. Sub-Zero, he played good enough. He played good enough. He's had better series, but he played good enough for us, all right? So, good job. Good job, boys. Good job. All right, thank God. I was starting to get a little nervous there. If we went to Game 7, anything can happen. I was starting to get a little nervous there, but thank God we got there. And Pody is back, so we'll just do that right now. I will dress Pody. So I don't forget in the next video. Tangrady will take you out. There you go. We'll insert Pody in there. There you go, Pody. And Pody didn't start anywhere else. Yep. So it's perfect. All right. Let's simulate. Let's see who we got in the second round here, boys. Let's see who it is. I still wanted to get back at the Toronto Maple Leafs for that first round exit a while ago. Remember, we never got to avenge them. And it's the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, so we have the Carolina Hurricanes in round 2. Okay. So, we got Eric Stahl. We don't have Jordan Stahl. We don't have Semin, Skinner, Ward. Was the Carolina Hurricanes the team that knocked us out last year? I can't remember. I can't remember who the team was that knocked us out last year. It might have been the Hurricanes. All right, so if it was, perfect time to come back on them. We'll check out the playoff tree. We'll see what's going on in both conferences. Western Conference, yeah, the St. Louis Blues, they moved on, so we got to keep an eye on them. St. Louis versus Minnesota, and Dallas versus Colorado. All right, so there's your final four in the West. And in the East, you have Tampa versus Carolina. Carolina beat New Jersey. And Ottawa versus Montreal. Montreal over Florida, and Ottawa over Boston. So your Elite Eight, St. Louis, Minnesota, Dallas, Colorado, Tampa, Carolina, and Ottawa versus Montreal. And round two, boys, and that's coming up tomorrow. See you guys then.